Well, this kind of sucks. If you haven't heard, Major League Soccer is suspending the soccer for 30 days because of the coronavirus outbreak. This was not supposed to be the video I was supposed to record today. I had another video planned. Script is all finished. I was ready to go. And then this news drops today. And if you think this video is a little bit different, that's because it is. Because usually I have a process of, doing the research, then writing a script, then recording the script, then doing a bunch of editing. I'm kind of just winging it on this one. I just kind of wanted to give my reactions to the whole thing. And my first reaction, admittedly, was kind of selfish. First I was sad because watching sports is one of my favorite things to do, and MLS is my favorite league to watch. And I was also angry because I had 2 games on the schedule that I was really looking forward to going to for a long time now, and now I can't do that. And I was a little bit worried about this channel. I don't want it to lose any popularity. And I realized with how serious this is, how superficial that sounds, but it's the truth. I mean, I have so much fun making these videos. I don't know if people are gonna lose interest in MLS during this break. Then, after a few hours, I stopped only thinking about myself and I kind of stepped back and realized just how big of implications this has on everyone else. I mean, this is way bigger than just canceling a few sports contests. I mean, what about all the workers in the stadium that are getting paid hourly wages? Are they still gonna get paid during this time off? I mean, Mark Cuban of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks, he came out right away and said, yeah, he's going to create some programs to make sure that everyone still gets paid. That's an amazing response. I love that. And I hope every owner in America and Canada does that. But are they all going to do that? I'm not really sure. And being a former radio guy myself, I feel for the sports talk guys. Because, what are they supposed to do? Today and tomorrow will be easy. Yeah, just talk about coronavirus. But what about a week from now when there's still no games going on? What are you supposed to talk about for 3 hours? How do you do it? It's the same deal with sports journalists, like the freelance writers on MLSsoccer.com. What are they supposed to write about? How are they supposed to earn their money? Certain high schools are starting to postpone their season too. I mean, think about the senior who's playing in his last season. Think about the senior who's trying to get recruited to go play in college, and now there's no way for coaches to come watch them compete. This has got to be a nightmare for everyone on the business side of things. Think about all the refunds you got to deal with. Think about how you're going to make all the money back from all the cancellations. And how long is this supposed to last? I'm kind of surprised MLS is really the only major league that gave a possible return date, 30 days. NBA, NHL, MLB, they are all suspended indefinitely. So we don't know if they're going to come back, if at all, this season. And we don't know if this is just as big as it gets or if sports is just a drop in the bucket. They're gonna start canceling concerts, but what about other things? Are they gonna start to shut down schools, daycares? Are they gonna have to close down gyms for a while, churches? I know that all sounds ridiculous, but then again, I thought canceling parts of the season was ridiculous, and they've already done that. And if they cancel the gym, I better be refunded for that month, because that would really suck. All right, here's the thing. MLS being canceled for 30 days or even longer, they're going to be fine. Because, MLS has been going on for 25 years now. They're going strong. Trust me, they're going to be fine. However, some USL teams have already come out and said they're going to drop out of the US Open Cup this year because of schedule congestion after all these delays. And that may lead to the US Open Cup being canceled this season, which would be crazy because the US Open Cup didn't even get canceled for World War I or World War II. This would be unprecedented. Now, I've heard fans say they should just still play the games, just close the doors and play with no spectators. Good idea, right? Well, Valencia already tried that, and fans still showed up and congregated outside the stadium, which was a cool gesture, but completely defeated the purpose of trying to keep the public safe. The last thing I want to touch on is just the people that are actually affected by the coronavirus. Imagine being quarantined in a hospital, not knowing what's going to happen to you, and then going on Twitter and seeing people like Clay Travis and that douche that spoiled Jeopardy, Darren Ravel, and seeing them tweet about how the flu is a deadlier disease and everyone is overreacting to coronavirus. Like as if this is supposed to be a competition about which disease is deadlier. People are still dying. This is a big deal. And besides, it's not about how many people die. It's about the mortality rate. The flu has something like 0.01% of people affected die, and coronavirus is like up to 3% of people. That's kind of a big deal. It's just frustrating because like whether or not you agree that the seasons should be canceled and whether or not you think the media is just blowing this all out of proportion, the fact is that people are really suffering from this. But just because it doesn't have as many deaths as the flu yet, we gotta downplay the significance of this. Like, no, this is still a huge thing that's going on. I think the best quote that I heard was from the Joe Rogan podcast. The scientist on it said, people are treating this like it's a corona blizzard. It's not. It's a corona winter. And what that means is like, it's not just gonna hit us really hard and then go away after the weekend. Like, this is gonna last a while. This is kind of serious. This is wild because like, I remember swine flu and MRSA and SARS and hearing about how horrible those were gonna be. But like, all the sports in this country didn't cancel their leagues because of it. Like, this is crazy. This has never happened before in our lifetimes. I really hope this video didn't come off sounding political. Like, that is the last thing I want on this channel ever, is any kind of politics. I just wanted to give my thoughts about being a sports fan and how seeing all the leagues one by one basically canceled today, about how depressing that was. It was one of the saddest days ever as a sports fan. And yet, I get why they did it. So now what do you think? Should Major League Soccer and really all the other professional sports leagues in this country, should they have postponed their seasons, or should they have been able to find a way to make it work? Let me know. And regardless of what you think, don't worry, I ain't gonna think any less of you. So remember to wash your hands and cover your mouth and stay home if you're sick. Okay, you don't have to like send your kids to school wearing trash bags and a hockey mask. Like, that's going too far. Like, don't be stupid. But like, yeah, wash your hands, be safe. I promise my next video will be a little happier than this, but even still, thank you for watching.